Good evening, you wonderful human beings.
Sorry.
Amateur levels of production.
Oh, sorry.
Amateur levels of production in this house. Good evening, you wonderful human beings. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine Monday evening. I'm sorry we weren't available. Emmy, stop. Pack it in already. I'm sorry we weren't available on Friday, but we were at Beachhead enjoying a good few cold beverages. We're back this week, however, and we have a packed out schedule, including probably the most stressful day of my adult and human life, which is coming up on Friday. But Games Workshop are still kicking out absolute bangers, so we're here with the hobby show without me hobbying because I'm too tired and I can't be bothered. But we can talk about hobby stuff at least because they've been chucking out some beautiful new things. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit all those magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified every single time we go live. Or in the future, we have video uploads that Joe's working on. Right? So, hey. Look, Liam's been on TV. I've not been on TV. No.
You did something very exciting this morning. What did you do?
I had a banging morning shit.
After that.
Oh, that was after.
Oh, okay. Before that.
Hey says, how's it going? This morning, fuck, it's not.
What did you do?
It's this morning I went on local radio.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I actually went into the studio, which is quite interesting, and found that they have some kit that I have. So, you know,
that's pretty cool.
Of professional grade equipment. We don't use it professionally. Anyway, yeah, so this weekend was Beachhead. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk a little bit about this brand new model that the Games Workshop have put out. They've also put out some cool fucking new rules. So, you know, if you could pick a time to start a hobby shop, surely a time when great stuff is released is nice. It is. It's great. And I put an order in today for other new things that went up on pre-order last night. Not on pre-order, we're going to go up on pre-order Saturday last night. So you guys know what that stuff is already. But yeah, this morning I ended up on local radio. So let me give you some context here because I've been fucking blindsided by this right at the start because you lot are already talking about it and what have you. I was at Beachhead this weekend. I didn't play because lots of reasons. So I didn't get to Bournemouth until after the first round had started because we were doing work at Hobby House. Saturday I went back to Hobby House to do some work and then I watched the football and then I did some more work and then went back to Bournemouth and enjoyed an evening meal with the team and a few beverages. And then Sunday I went back in to kind of mingle and socialise and see people. Right, that was what I did. So you know, this spring, thank you for 5 gifts. Oh, by the way, chat. I know I say this all the time, and I know it's a broken fucking record. I know you're probably all sick of hearing it. I know some people, when they hear me say this, they just fucking log off and go somewhere else. Gifteds at the moment and super chats are so important. So important. The Hobby House stress is through the fucking ceiling. There may be a show or two we have to miss in the near future to get this thing ready and going. Thank you, the Springies, for the 5 gifted. If you guys have the spare cash and you're like, I like this guy, I want to support the channel, I want to support what he's doing, chucking that at me right now is going to be so appreciated, right? Because it's mad stress right now, and YouTube's tough in January, February, as I'm sure you can imagine. Anywho, so that was my weekend, and I was about, I don't know, 1 o'clock or something, or 1:30 or something yesterday. I was stood at the base of the hall just taking it all in because there was a lot of people there. You know, we had 240k players. Then there was AOS tables and Titanicus tables and Heresy tables and Blood Bowl tables and blah, 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 right? So many things. Christopher Sanford, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. Stefan has just become a Thane.
Ooga!
There we go. Thank you so much, Chris, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Stefan, for becoming a Thane. Make sure you get yourself in that WhatsApp chat, you absolutely wonderful human. Go for it. Luke, thank you for 5 gifted. So I stood there, I just kind of taken it all in, and Adam, the event organizer, who you see on the channel quite frequently, was walking towards me and he just locked eyes. I was like, oh, he wants me for something. What does he want? And he said to me, can you do something for us? I was like, yeah.
Super chat.
Thank you. Actually named Magnus, you're a hero. Thank you, Daniel, for the 1 gifted membership. I was like, yeah, what do you need, mate? What can I do for you? And he said, BBC Radio Solent are here and they want to interview someone. She wanted a player, but, you know...
Love you, really.
Thank you, Stephen. You're a legend. She wanted a player, but, you know, they're all playing.
Funny that.
And, like, good if someone comes across quite well.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, I mean, I can. If she's happy the fact that I'm not playing, and that's not a problem. I obviously also thought of it as a marketing opportunity for Hobby House.
Obviously, you'd be silly not to.
I was like, yeah, of course. He introduced me, and I was chatting to her, and she said, "So you play?" And I was like, "No." I said, "I played last year," and so I kind of give her some background. I told her that the shop was opening and stuff like that, and then she got quite excited. So I did an interview with her. It was just on like microphone plugged into phone, record, go, ask questions, answer, ask questions, answer. And then she said, and one of the things I talked about, for example, was models for heroes.
My wee tinky winky went be a dong. Over that beautiful Defiler I want one, and I will call him Henry DeVille.
I will go over the Defiler, don't you worry, chat. We're letting people build up, but we will get to the Defiler. So I did a little interview, and she said, and I talked about Models for Heroes. If you guys are unaware, if you've not been in the channel for very long, I'm an ambassador for a charity called Models for Heroes, and I haven't done anywhere near as much for Models for Heroes as I would have liked.
Oh look, I get to help you and Thanes out. Warning, M3J728 is closed both ways from 9 PM Friday to 6 AM Monday.
Thank you very much.
Problem with EC get eine Defiler. They'll need a diff name for it, or it'll be the Emperor's Children Defiler.
That was a great name.
Just got back from hip surgery. All went well.
Good.
Daily reminder, don't jump out of airplanes for the army, and getting old sucks. # not even 40.
Absolutely. That is a lot of super chats. Thank you all. You're legends. Amazing, all of you. So anyway, like I said, so that's a chat I'm an ambassador for. I haven't done anywhere near as much for Models for Heroes as I would have liked to have done by now. But what I've always said to them is, once Hobby House is open, that I have a physical space where I can actually do more for them. Like we can give them the venue for a coffee morning once a month, free of charge, so they can bring vets in. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I can give more back to the charity then.
Yeah.
But I'm always in awe of the work that they're doing and how they've linked the hobby to, you know, veterans and emergency services personnel, etc. And so I mention it as often as I can, just because if you give them a plug, and if someone out there, if a veteran out there who's also a hobbyist goes, I wonder, and searches for that and then gets some help, that's good. That's good, right? And when we finished the interview, she said to me, I'm actually quite interested in the Models for Heroes thing. So is there any chance I can take your number and I'll message you? And I was like, well, Malcolm, who's the guy who owns it, I'm in touch with him, so I can speak to him and see if he's happy to talk to you and pass, and like I can help exchange details. She's like, that'd be brilliant. I said, actually, what we could do is I could get Malcolm into Hobby House and you into Hobby House, and you can talk to him there. And she went, yeah, that'd be amazing as well. I was like, banging. Right, good. Publicity, innit?
Shameless.
So I gave her my phone number, and then she messaged me yesterday evening. Thank you so much. Blah blah blah. I would love to hear more about Models for Heroes, etc., etc. And then she said, "Oh, by the way, the interview was great. Would you consider coming on the radio tomorrow morning?"
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Chris Andrews, thank you for becoming 2 Thanes in a night.
Auga!
My God, thank you for becoming a Thane.
I can't do that
legend.
much more though, chat, because it'll give me a sore throat.
Mark, thank you for the one gifted as well. You're a hero.
So either all get in together.
Yeah, can we get more Thanes in so we can just
the one auga?
Absolutely completely balls our throat up. So anyway, I was like, yeah, I'll come on the radio, and I was assuming she meant to phone in. But I didn't want to do a phone in because my cogs are already going at this point.
Yeah.
So I said I can come. I can do the radio. It depends on timings though. And she said, well, it'll either be 7:40 or 8:50. It would just be a FaceTime call. I was like, oh. I said I was talking about timings because I'd come into the studio if you need me to, because I know where it is because it's up the road in town. She went, oh, you're prepared to come in? I was like, I only live in Tottenham. I'm literally 15 minutes away. She's
like, I'm on my way to work.
She's like, well, if you can come in, that'd be great. I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted. because it just comes across better
Definitely.
in person.
If you can put a face to the name, it's better.
I get to meet the producers, I get to meet the presenter, and I get to start building relationships, which is a thing I like to do. So that was it then. I was booked to go in. I went in there. I turned up at 7:15 this morning. Fucking morning radio. And if you go on the BBC Sounds app, you can listen to the BBC Radio Solent breakfast show, and at 7:41 as a timestamp, you can listen to the interview.
Well, let's not wait.
No, don't play it now.
Why?
Because it will sound awful over the microphones.
Well, they're good microphones.
Nope,
I'm not sure it's the microphones.
It will sound, I promise you.
I'm not sure it's the microphones.
So you can go on the Sounds app and you can listen to it. And I plugged Models for Heroes, and I obviously plugged Hobby House as well. And what was great was the plan sometimes, I feel like Zeech chat, right? Because then we finished the conversation, the faders went up for the music, he took his headphones off, he's like, thank you so much for coming, really good. I'd love to get you back in the future once the place is open and we could talk about the venue more.
Yes. Done.
And then I got a message from BBC going, do you mind if we add you to our contacts list? So if we ever want to talk about wargaming, we can phone you. That's fine. I can do that. So there you go. That was my morning. So that's why I look utterly fucked, and I'm going to be half awake, sobbing in the gym later with Toby because I'll be so tired. But that was a great end to what was a wonderful weekend. If I saw you at Beachhead and I didn't say goodbye, I'm sorry, but there was fucking loads of you there, which is amazing. I've already spoken to Adam today. The feedback about the people that are representing the Great Hall, as always, was utterly, utterly incredible. In fact, there was a person hunting for me on Saturday because he wanted to find the captain of the Great Hall team because he'd played 3 Great Hall members and said that every single one was fucking incredible. So pat yourselves on the back.
I wondered what he was going to say when he asked if he could describe it and then immediately if you were easily insulted.
I did, yeah. Thank you, Plummy Plum, for becoming a Jarl tier member as well. What a hero. So there we go. So I wanted to say goodbye to people, but there were so many of you, and it was so incredibly amazing to look around the hall and see the logo everywhere on t-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Like I said, one person wanted to find me Saturday, say that he played 3 Great Hall people and you were all absolutely incredible.
Go on, Liam, lad, that's cracking.
Thank you, PJ, you're a legend. So that speaks volumes. You know, people were just there enjoying themselves. We had a load of great pool people around the bottom tables just smiling and enjoying themselves. And yet again, it's the second year in a row. Adam's been like, yeah, they're really good. They behave themselves. You know, everyone. So I would love. It's 200 tickets at Beachhead this year. I think we had 40 to 50 people. I'd love next year to be like 100 people.
That'd be a raid.
I've actually talked about. I've spoken briefly to Adam about maybe sponsoring the event.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Right person, right place, right time. Good things happen to people that do good things.
Thank you, Mark. What a legend. What an absolute hero. So yeah, that was Beachhead was incredible. Like I said, I turned up on the Friday, halfway through the first game. People seemed to be really enjoying themselves. Had a good few beers. It was great. We went out for the evening. Had more beers, of course. Amazing. Saturday I was a bit preoccupied with work and the football, but I got back in time for the social. More food and beers. Amazing. And then Sunday I hung around and got to chat to some people and see what people were doing. And it's just nice to see people chilling out and enjoying themselves. So I think Beachhead is going to become an absolute calendar staple for the Great Hall. It's like we can't really host a full Great Hall get together at Hobby House, for example, because we can have 60 people in the hall at once. Really, that's kind of our capacity, right? So and we had 40 to 50 Great Hall people there this year. And as the channel and the community grows, and there's more and more people signing up to the Shield Wall as part of the team. I think Beachhead is a fantastic opportunity for us to get together. 200-person event. It's the most chilled major tournament you'll ever play, ever, because you can just drop in and out. You know, so if you're thinking about it in the future, get yourself a ticket. I'm already pushing Adam to give me the dates so he can launch a ticket so I can start getting people booked in. I should imagine we'll get another Great Hall discount as well because we're so well behaved and we sold so many tickets. Why wouldn't they? And Bournemouth has got tons of hotels and, you know, it's good public transport access, etc. So it's just a really nice place for us all to get together at the start of the year. So you can expect to see that one as you can expect to see that one as an absolute staple in our calendar, even with Hobby House open and up and running. And it was great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And then back to work with a bang today. Back in Hobby House this morning. I did some coffee training today. I was trained how to make coffee. Which I know sounds, what are you talking about? But we've got this big fucking expensive fancy coffee machine, and I was taught today how to make cappuccinos properly and lattes properly. And I say I was taught how to make them properly. I was taught how to make them properly. Doesn't mean I can do it. But thankfully we've got Toby and Dan who'll be behind the bar this weekend. So if you're thinking about coming down this weekend, let me know if you're coming down. If every single person is thinking about turning up at 2 p.m. Friday, we might have a problem. I won't be able to let you all in. And with the current weather, I don't want you stood outside either because it's shit. So if you're like, I'm definitely coming down, think about spreading your timings out a bit as best you can, people. Right? I want to let people in. I want people to come and see the place. I'm very fucking proud of it. Every single person who walks in at the moment. Since the weekend, the carpenter's basically finished. There's some niggly jobs to do, but nothing that's going to stop us from opening. Everyone that walks in goes, "Oh my fucking god!" So we're very close. We're finishing off the ceiling tomorrow as best we can. That's a bone of contention, but we've got big orders turning up, so it's a busy week this week. And if we could hit 500 members tonight, I'll be honest, I might be able to take a night off. And I won't be taking a night off. That's the thing. I'm going to be there all the time. So anyway, that's my life over the weekend and what's happened today. And then we officially made our first ever sale today. Only because Adrian, who won't be able to be listening because he's on the plane home, he flew over this weekend for Beachhead, and he was supposed to fly over on Friday and play in the tournament, but he had to fly over on Saturday because he had a family bereavement. Love you, Adrian. Hope you're doing okay. He did drop into the chat last week and say thank you for the support, but it's nice to just keep sending that message. And he was like, he messaged me on the Friday. He was like, look, I am going to come over tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time over there and chill out a little bit, but I can't play in the tournament because I'm coming over late.
Still owe you and the boys a beer. It'll have to be on a hobby house visit.
Sounds amazing. You don't worry about beer. You're fame now. We owe you now. That's how it works. Jeremy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And so, what was I saying? So he was like, can I come over and spend a day or some time at Hobby House?
Must be the gorgeous laid flooring.
You didn't even fucking finish it, Sam! You could have seen it finish if you'd have actually come down the south this weekend like you said you would.
I thought I felt a bubble in the floor today.
There is a couple of raised and lowered sections.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Okay.
We've padded them underneath, so they are okay.
Oh, okay.
I am aware of it.
Where I was going was, I think it was me being tired.
Okay.
And then winding Sam up. Didn't realise I was actually okay.
When you walk into the room, if you go over to the far left-hand corner, that's the bit that people say is the nicest.
Okay.
Beachhead was great, can't wait for the next one. It was awesome to hang out with other cultists members. Also, who is playing who this week and which armies are being used? Bombardment.
I have got a fucking clue who's playing who and what armies are being used. Thank you for the $10. I couldn't tell you right now. My head's melted. But yeah, people go into the room, Sam, and they look down the floor and they see the flooring and they go, it's all right. And they walk over to that far left-hand corner and they go, oh, this is really nice in this corner.
Is that because you did it?
That's the bit I did, yeah. So Adrian, he said, can I, I'm going to do this on this day, I'm going to do this on this day, there's a book signing, blah, blah, blah. Can I come swing by Hobby House and have a look on Monday? And can I buy a thing? There's a thing I'd like to buy, and I've been waiting to buy it from you, which is lovely, but we can't sell the product at the moment because of there's an administration issue. It's not a problem. We know how to solve it. We just haven't done it yet. We need to get that administration issue sorted before we can sell physical product. It's about how it appears on our stock system, essentially. And I was explaining it to him, and then Toby was like, you can have a can of Coke. There's Coke in the fridge. I was like, did you? He was like, I'll buy a can of Coke. So I sold him a can of Coke, and he paid for it, and he now has the first ever official Hobby House receipt.
Is he going to frame it?
That's what he said he's going to do. Whether he is or not, I don't know.
Or laminate it.
I don't know.
Laminate it.
But yeah, so there you go. It's that we've made our first sale, which is all right. More importantly, it means the till system works, which I was nervous about. So I said to Toby, I do really want to make a sale before we open, just to make sure it works, And so we did the sale, and I went and logged into the system upstairs, and the money was in, and I was like, right, good, it works. Okay, we're happy. Anyway, if you've been keeping an eye on Games Workshop news today as well, there has been an announcement about a brand new model that we all expected, and I don't know if any of us expected it to be this pretty. But Games Workshop have announced the brand new Defiler. And I think, personally, this thing is fucking gorgeous. But I'd love to know what you guys think. The Games Workshop are working really hard right now to claw me back into chaos. So this brand new Defiler model. We all know the old one is derpy and shit. This one looks beautiful and modernised. There's different head options for the different gods, so fingers crossed Wild Eaters can take them still, and Thousand Suns can take them, and Emperor's Children can take them. And there's some different poses you can muck about with, and there's lots of different weapon options. I personally think this thing is insanely good. Insanely good. I have a concern, which I'll talk about in a moment, But I think this is about as good as it could get for a Defiler. Love to know what you guys think. If you've got a thought on this one, please stick it on a postcard. What a model. I'm not going to read the article to you because that gets boring and no one cares.
Hope everyone who went to Beachhead had an excellent event.
Thank you, Jeremy. You're a hero. It's a massive glow up. Looks fucking amazing. It is actually awesome. Hear me out. Model of the year. There we go. How good is this?
Defiler? Hardly know.
T-shirt coming soon. Thank you, JK. You're a legend. Thank you, Deeks, for 10 gifted memberships. Okay, I'll accept the bumpy floor. It's fine. Up to 39. We're one away from 40, chat. One gifted gets us to 40. Did I say thank you to Jeremy? I did, yeah. I said thank you for your 5 gifted as well. What a hero. Yeah, I think it's utterly beautiful. I think it's utterly beautiful. There's multiple poses, it looks like, which is always a concern because you think things like the Venom Crawler, mono pose, multiple weapon options, there's head options. My big concern, chat, though, is the base. It is a big base. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Fulgrim-esque as a base. And the biggest reason why a lot of people don't take Fulgrim is his base size. If it is Fulgrim-esque and it's around 130 mil, that is a monumental sized base. How does it move? That's the one concern I have. My biggest concern with that is its base size. But hey, I want to know what you guys think. Must admit, my brain is whispering Hazard Stripes. Lord save me. Oh, don't do that. That's mental. I think your concern might be the same as mine, the base. Yeah, absolutely, Soups. That's my concern, honestly. Thanks, Sam. You need to do different capital and smalls for him to really have a fit. The current base is 160. For the Defiler, in fairness, current Defiler was never easy to put on the table because it was an awkward size and shape. Oh, absolutely. It might be better. I am hoping, I'm honestly hoping that it's maybe the rules are slightly different in 11th and it won't be so much of a problem. But go with no base, is that an option? I think they're removing those options nowadays. What the fuck is a Defiler lore? Like, where does it come from? There's if you read that article, there's narrative in it about where a Defiler comes from. Again, sometimes I read the articles out and I just feel chat goes to sleep whilst I just read through the Games Workshop page because they're like, we've read it, so I'm not going to read it out this time round. But didn't it have 160 mil base when they updated the tournament pack? Well, that's insane though. With the way that Trone works for 40k at the moment, that's insane. But the model, beautiful. I currently have a Red Corsairs army calling my name and I'm ignoring it, or trying to at least. But hey, I'm glad to see so many people think it's a fucking great release. I think so many people think it's nice to see so many people thinking it's an actual update and an upgrade rather than a poor refresh.
Had a great time with the silly nights at Beachhead. Looking forwards to next week, though maybe not the second drive down the country and back.
I mean, you're coming down. That's impressive. So James is like Newcastle way.
Oh.
He came down for Beachhead. He's gone back for work. He's coming back down again next weekend for Hobby House.
That's a lot of driving.
What a fucking hero, though. I just gone. Oh no, just Nichols, just go read the article because it's in there, mate. And I haven't read it because so you've not missed it. I've just not read it because I think people get bored of me reading the article word for word, just to kill some fucking time.
Has he got that lovely Geordie accent?
They all have up there, aren't they? To be fair.
I'm outside outfitter.
Yeah. All the chaos is lovely. Luckily, I'm poor this year. Yeah. Hey, don't worry. The current Defiler can walk over terrain of 4 inches. They need to solve this problem. Deeks, thank you for the 1 gifted to get us to 40. What a hero. I don't think we're going to get the 500 that I wanted to take maybe Wednesday night off so I can keep building Hobby House. It's so close and so far at the same time. I am slightly shitting myself about it, chat, to be honest with you. The holes for the future models like Carnifexes, etc. have gotten higher now. Have they? What? The holes for the future models like Carnifexes, etc. have gotten higher now. Let's hope the rules are as good as the model. Fingers crossed. It needs a rules glow up. It does. New chest option, new small extra weapons, new big weapon options, and GW said on Facebook that all legions can use it. That's great.
Liam Mitsas, the Red Corsairs, don't forget us.
I haven't Silence Falls.
Liam.
That's what he said, I think. It's the hopes for the future models like Carnifex. Oh, I see. Okay. You wrote holes, Mike, and I was like, what are you on about? But I get it now. Less L-shaped boards might help. Preach. Destructible terrain for 11th edition would be a thing. Means less bait. Oh, I feel like you lot do this on purpose.
What, the ones?
Someone finally gets us to a nice multiple of 5, and then someone goes, I know he hates this. 1.
It's a shame you can't choose how many gifted you want to do. Because then you could do really mean things like 3.
To be fair, GW would have had to really mess up to be worse than the current one. Stunning, absolutely stunning.
It is stunning. It is nice, isn't it, chat? Isn't it good? I want one, and I don't really play Chaos. But I really want one. The thresholds are done. They're down, Deeks. They're done. Don't you worry. I got the exact ones you sent me. Silence Falls. Thank you for the 1 gifted, by the way. I'm joking. Thank you for the 1 gifted. They're all appreciated. Any donation of any kind is appreciated. So, 11th edition will be vehicles and monsters, so hope for new Carnifex. Do you think it needs it? Chat, do you actually think the Carnifex needs a new model? Can we get a Obliterate and Venom Crawler update to match this epic level? I think, yeah. Venom Crawler going to multi-part plastic would be amazing. I've never been a fan of any of the Chaos factions for 40k, but these recent previews have got my juices flowing. I am Iron Warriors. I am Iron Warriors keen as well at the moment. I need one, but I have no use for one. I mean, I could put it in the channel World Eaters Army, but... And I have my own World Eaters Army here that I did start ages ago. And I could just go back to just painting Berserkers, because I quite like that. But, he is a gorgeous kit, chat. They are... I mean, I know it's the end of the edition. And I know people are getting a bit tired, perhaps, of 10th at this point. But, honestly, I think at the moment, they are fucking knocking it out the park. I do, however, have a monumental piece of bad news. So, am I right in thinking that Catechins are now the last kit that's 20 plus years old and still sold as current? I don't know. Deadpool. Not watched channel for a few months, but so happy your hobby house is coming along. Thank you, Tattooed Zoologist. How are you doing, dude? How are you? The legs would look great on a baby night. Oh, some fucking cool kit bashes that could be done. I want some smaller demon engines also because it'd be nice replacing rhinos with something less imperial but spiky looking. Yeah, absolutely. Depends where you fall on stuff like the Falcon, Rhino, Land Raider getting re-screwed.
Carnifex just needs the Terminator treatment. Basically the same model, just an upscale and slightly crisper detail.
Yeah, okay, I'd agree with that one, I think.
Came dead last at Beachhead, 212th. Had a great time. 5 great opponents, 1 was a bit of a knob, but thoroughly enjoyed it all.
Was the one that was a bit of a knob actually a bit of a knob, or was it just another great hall person you're on a wind-up, JK? The Falcon does still hold up, absolutely. That was what I was thinking, Leon, I'll be honest. That's where I went. That's where I defaulted to. I was like, oh, it's because you played nobody on Sunday morning. That's what it will be. Thank you anyway, Chris, for the $10. Thank you, JK, for the 5, you legend. Some guy named Joe. No, it wasn't, no. And split on 1 off the Carnifex. He's a special character, so definitely for treatment, yes. Actual knob, non-great hull. Oh, that makes me sad. It makes me sad that you had that. They need to update so I can buy 6 more Fexes. I'd like to sell you 6 more Fexes. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Right, chat. There's 210 people here tonight.
It's a busy Monday.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Hobby House this Friday and Saturday. Hoping I can get a coffee with Toby's frothy face on it.
You can get a latte with a heart in it or some sort of leaf or whatever the fucking Dan was making earlier.
Yeah, that'll be Dan, not me.
If I make it, you've got fuck all chance of any kind of art.
If I make it, it'll probably be like dishwater, but I would have tried my hardest.
If I do some latte art for you like that, you'll be like, what is it? I'll be like, it's an abortion. And that'll be it. Literally, right? So
it'll taste good.
But you can have coffees. The coffee machine today, the grinder was calibrated, the coffee machine's all programmed, everything's good to go now. And I even used it and made one, and I then drank it and I didn't die. So, you know, it's good. Oh shit, I haven't liked. Sorry, we're actually on 100 likes on the dot poll, so thank you for that 100th like, you legend. We have a budget this Saturday, Liam. Don't be leading my children astray. Do they like hot chocolates, Carl? Just saying.
Also, the soft play next door, if they need to run around,
Yeah.
that'll be open.
Hey, finally a Warhammer stream. I've flipped about 100 streams on YouTube that wasn't Warhammer based before landing on you. Well, welcome. Pointless alibi. Are you a Warhammer player? Or have you just been flicking through streams? Welcome to the channel. We stream every fucking night. Every weekday night, I should say specifically. We don't stream on the weekends. Every night. Right, anyway, like I said, there's 215 people watching now, right? I have some bad news. I have some bad news for you. And it was bad news I was expecting. I just hoped it would be a little bit later that we got this bad news. But I got caught. Look, Lucy's looking at me like, the fuck are you talking about?
I think I know.
I got caught, chat. Okay. Now, obviously, for the channel, I own the business and run the business, and it's named after me. And I am the primary director on the business. I'm not in the stream. No, you're good. You've got there's another 50 minutes of the stream left. Don't you worry. And I'm obviously the director of the business, right? And I am the primary director, so the only real shareholder. Okay. Hobby House has 5 shareholders specifically, but only 2 directors, of which I am one, right? And I am a named director on the company. Okay. There is a problem if you have a retail contract with Games Workshop, a trade contract, and you happen to also be a previewer, or, for example, a playtester. And so what I did was just keep my fucking mouth shut. But when I filled in the application for the trade contract, what I was going to do was I was going to put it in the name of the other director. And be like, oh, you can deal, and then...
It's not me.
But when you fill in the retail contract, it says names of all directors. If I didn't put the truth down, all it takes is a company's house search, and they go, they've lied to us. Not fucking worth it. So I was like, it's not worth it. I'll just write my name down. So I did write my name down. And up until Thursday, that was fine. That was fine. What happened on Thursday, chat, was I put a £60,000 to £65,000 order in with Games Workshop, right?
Yeah.
Which for a business that's been open for, well, not even open yet, it's been operating on Games Workshop's trade account for about a month. It's not normal to put that size order in straight away. We're trying to do this properly. We're trying to go big. That's why I pulled in investors, and I didn't. You'll notice, chat. And this is where I think I deserve my 100 members, right? I didn't fucking crowdfund it. I did it properly. I went out, I found investors, I pitched my business idea, I built a business plan, I got people to agree that it was a good idea, I got them to give me their money.
I got them to agree.
Yeah, and I got them to give me their money so that I could execute my plan, because I didn't have the capital required to do what I've done. And knowing now what I've spent to get to where I am now, to get to open on Saturday, on Friday, I was never doing this on my own ever. It was never going to happen. So what I could have done was go, oh, everyone give me your money and crowdfund my business idea that's going to make my life better. Or I could do it fucking properly and go out to investors and bring people in. And that's what I did. So anyway, we put this big order in. And because it was so big, and because I said I needed it for Friday, my sales rep at GW was like, I need to... We don't normally give you 2 orders in a week, so we're going to have to get permission for this. I think we can do it for you, because, and of course he's going to try and help me. I'm just spending 60 fucking grand, so of course he's going to help. So I was like, okay, cool, yeah, fine. So anyway, off he goes to sort it all out for me. Beautiful, brilliant. He then phones me up on Thursday, and he was like, so because it's special circumstances, because the order's so large for such a new account, and because because we have to get this specially delivered to you, because it's going to have to come on pallets because you've ordered so much, and we normally don't do pallets for a business your size. I had to speak to management. I was like, okay. He went, so management already know your name? I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, okay. He went, I'm assuming you are the same Liam Dempsey that is on the preview program. I was like, yep. He went, right. I was like, he said, I got some bad news. I was like, no, you haven't, Alex. I know what's coming.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're about to say. It's not bad news. I expected it. I was just kind of hanging on.
Being cheeky.
And he said, you can't have both. You're not allowed. It's against terms. So you have to pick one or the other. Now, this channel can operate perfectly fine without previewer content.
Yeah.
It can't operate, well, Hobby House can't operate without a retail contract. It flat fucking fails. So it was not really a choice. And I was like, I think, Alex, you know, I'm about to put a 60 grand order. And I think you know which way I'm going.
Yeah.
And he was like, I thought so, but I have to phone you and ask. And I was like, at this stage, it'd be pretty stupid for you to go, I want my free 1 box of models every 4 months. It doesn't kind of make any sense. So the bad news, chat, is we have officially lost the previewer access. We're no longer on the Games Workshop's influencer program. There's 2 bits of good news though. I'm gonna shield this in overall good news, right? The first one is that program has recently got fucking shit, and it has. So they no longer send us physical codexes anymore. We only get PDFs, and that's much harder to make content with. And they've stopped sending physical codexes to so many different people, and we basically no longer get every single model set either. We get some of them. We get some model sets, and I can't tell you anything about it right now because my NDA hasn't been put in the bin just yet. But we get some model sets, we don't get all model sets. So for example, if a new release was coming out, say on Saturday, we might have had some of those models, but we wouldn't have got all of those models, where previously we would have got all of the models, right? And so actually what I can do with my retail contract is I can supply the channel with preview models that we weren't getting. So arguably we're going to be slightly better off. We just won't get them quite so early, but we'll still be better off. So.
No preview, channel is dead.
But yeah, genuinely, can you not just use Joe's name? No, we can't. The thing is, Mike, is my channel is still my channel. I'm still the director of the company. They're still named after me. Hobby House is my business. I'm the director of the company. There's no way around it. I'm not taking any gambles. I'm not taking any risks. And I'm not trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, because if I go, Joe is the previewer, not me, and we get caught out, which we will, it's going to happen. There's a risk I lose both. It's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk, because without the trade contract, Hobby House fails. So I have a plan in place, so I can still do preview stuff. It's just, and I've read my retail contract. I know what my rights are. I know what I'm allowed to do. So we're fine. We just won't get so much preview. But like I said, the preview program's on its arse anyway, because Games Workshop have pulled back from it heavily recently, which I understand. The amount of leaking and stuff that was going on, I do understand why they've done it. We were getting significantly less anyway. It was getting quite frustrating. So if we were still getting absolutely everything, I'd have been a bit sad. I think I'd have been a bit upset. If we were still getting every codex and every battle tome and every box that was coming out that was new, I think at this point I'd be a bit sad. But because we're not getting that anymore, because it's quite hard to get hold of stuff in general, even on the program now, I'm like, well, cool. In that case, I'll just use my trade contract instead. Fine. There you go. You knew it was going to happen and planned for it. Yeah, absolutely we did. Absolutely did. Alex Shepherd, by the way, is it you that I saw? Yeah, I did. Thank you for 20 gifted memberships, you absolute legend. And thank you, John McCardle, for 20 gifted memberships. Are they getting hopes tonight? Because it is a Monday.
It is, isn't it?
So normally you wouldn't on a Monday, but...
I can.
So Alex Shepherd, 20 gifted. You get loose
Right,
hope.
okay, here we go. I hope for you, Alex, that the next time you go for a run, you don't dodge one pile of dog shit and accidentally land in the second pile because you dodged the first pile.
Strong. I've done that.
So I hope you dodge both piles.
I've done that. I've stepped out the way of one into another. I've done that years ago, but I've done that. Good. And then Mr. John McCardle.
So John.
This seems to be good, right? And they've got you to 19 away from 100, chat. 19 members to 100.
Just 19 members to go.
Hold on. You need a sofa specialist.
No.
Raising one hand emoji.
What was that? Do you have a website? We do and we don't. If you ! Hobby House right now, you can sign up to a mailing list, which I'm trying to get active this week. There will be a website. We have a domain. www.hobbyhouse.com belongs to us. So we do have a website. That website will have everything on it about us, directions, address, photos, the lot. It won't be live this weekend. It probably won't be live for 4 to 6 weeks because it needs to be finalised and finished. So we will have it.
So when do we get Joe and Toby doing a heresy stream?
Fuck that, I want to do heresy. Thank you, Scry. You're a legend. I am hoping. Do you know what? Right, there is a huge part of me that's so excited. One of the reasons why I'm excited for Hobby House is because I'm going to be in there a lot. Right, it's my business, especially in the first 3 to 6 months. I'm going to be in there a lot because I want to make sure it runs smoothly. We have no problems, and at the moment we can't afford any fucking staff, so I'm going to have to be in there a lot. And one of the things I'm interested in is a couple of people spoke to me at the weekend about coming up this weekend coming and bringing games with them like Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl's one of those games that I've always wanted to learn and I've always wanted to play. We don't have any teams, we don't have any stuff, and no one in the team knows how to play it. We have to teach ourselves from scratch. I'm loving the idea that I'm going to have a space where people can come with games like Blood Bowl or Heresy and say, let's play, and I can teach you, Liam, and I can start learning more games than just 40k. Because there is a world of games out there that I want to play, and I've never really had the opportunity to. So people that are coming and bringing Blood Bowl teams or want to come and play some Heresy and stuff like that, I'm so excited for it. What time are you opening on Saturday? 10. So if you are... Do I say this to 200 people in the room? If you're interested in visiting this weekend, we are open 2 till 10 on Friday, 10 till 10 on Saturday, and 10 till 6 on Sunday. It's invite only. So I've not publicised it on Facebook. I've not put it out on social media. I didn't tell the radio this morning that we would definitely open on Friday and what the address was because I can't have 500 people turn up at once because the room capacity is about 60. In fact, if I'm being completely blunt and honest, the room safety number is 60 because of fire safety. So unless we can get one of the windows that goes out the front of the building to be registered as a fire escape, which isn't impossible, if we can get one of those windows registered as a fire escape, then we can go up to like 250 people. It's too many to go in that room. But when we've got 32 gaming spaces, 60 is going to feel quite busy anyway. So,
I hope for you, John, that when it's raining outside and you're leaving work to get in your car, you don't find your boot open while it's been raining.
Oh, I did that today.
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet to see if it's piss wet.
Don't look, because then you can be happy.
Does this count as an invite? Yeah, if you're watching, you can. Right? If you're watching, you can. Where is the shop? The shop's in Southampton. Point alibi. It's in Southampton, in an area called sort of Portswood, Beavers Valley. Okay, I've been out the loop. How did the opening day go? I'll tell you on Friday. That's when it's happening, Mikey. Friday. It's one of the few games, especially if I'm playing a league where losing, you can still have fun. Good. You just told 20. Well, I figured that half these people on the stream probably aren't even close enough to come down this weekend. But yeah, you know, I can't. I'm both so incredibly excited to show you all the venue and so utterly fucking terrified at the same time.
I have a YouTube question. There's boxes now.
Boxes? What do you mean boxes?
So Cooney's name, there's a box.
No, it's a shield.
Oh.
Shield because he's a mod.
Okay.
Thank you, Deathless Knight, for $2. If you type something in the chat, you've got a little blue shield as well.
What happened to the spanner?
It's changed to a shield.
Oh. I like the spanner.
Well, it's changed to a shield now. Invent a teleporter, step 2, go to opening. I found my boot flooded on Friday, says Keeney. Well, you should have gifted 20. You could have got that hope.
Yeah, would have saved your boot.
Pretty far to be fair, but always happy to support the business. Well, like, again, for visiting the physical location in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you obviously need to be near or willing to travel. Once the website's up and running, you can support the business just by ordering from us. And you know, we're gonna we're going to need some time and some patience. We're going to be offering next day delivery, and we're going to be offering as best a service as we can so we can compete with some of the other big boys in the space. But at the moment, we don't have the kind of networking capital of stock that other businesses have, where some businesses out there, some of the retailers out there have £2 million in stock, right? We don't have that. We don't have a tenth of that. So we're not going to... There's going to be times when you come to our website and we're going to be showing items out of stock, and we are going to be working really fucking hard in the first 6 to 12 months to learn from our data and continue to learn from our data and get to a point where we have stock levels that are lean but are efficient. So if you want a thing, it's available. And if a thing doesn't really sell, we don't have many of them. So please keep being patient with us as we grow our stock holdings. Please, please, please keep trying to buy from us. And please just give us positive... I would much rather have feedback from you direct than a shitty Google review. If we've made a cock up, the only way we learn is by you going, this has happened. If we continue to make that same cock up, leave the shit Google review. Right? That's justified at that point. You know? You're the only streamer I watch. Bless you, Matt. Well, come on, people. This must be worth memberships then, right? I'm the only one you watch. I find not letting Mrs. Cooney touch the car seems to mean less issues, such as me having to get a new tyre last week after she mysteriously shredded one. I need a specific hope for that. Loose hopes is 20 gifted, mate. Are you planning to or trying to avoid or a mix of tabletop bookings and drop-in tables? We would prefer bookings. We have a booking system that's being programmed in, and it will be in the website. You'll be able to book tables. Toby is desperate to get me to install a phone line so people can phone up and just drop in. Have you got a table available? Yes, you have. I'm coming down now. So we have things like crystals. We have a reward scheme. We have about 3 or 4 different reward schemes we're currently looking at. Won't be live this weekend, but by the time the website goes live, we'll have a reward scheme in place. Yes. So there's some pretty heavy stock. Yeah, we're not planning to operate at £2 million worth of stock because I think that's mad. What non-Warhammer stock we have on launch? Paints, Colour Forge, Army Painter,
Hobby House for all your servitor palette needs.
We have Colour Forge, we have Army Painter, and then we have Everything Games Workshop. And I want to add Bolt Action, and I want to add other game systems and Star Wars Legion and trading cards. Trading cards is proving challenging because as Modi aren't taking on new contracts right now. But I want to have all these things. I do, absolutely. So we'll get there. It's just we have to, at this point, we have to invest wisely. So if we can invest 100 grand in stock, for example, and then we can turn that over quickly and we make 15-20% margin on it, for example. So we buy 100 grams of stock, sell it for 120 grand, and we recycle that back into stock, and we sell that, and then we make 152 grand, and we cycle that back, and etc, etc, etc. We can then increase our product lines and increase the amount of things we have, but we have to be wise now, so we are buying stuff that sells, so we can. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point, right?
I hope for you, Cooney.
Oh, Mrs. Cooney, thank you for 20 gifted memberships.
The next car you buy has anti-shred tyres.
I don't know if that's what you wanted. That's what you got. Chris, thank you so much. You absolute legend. I love you. Thank you for the 20 gifted. Chat, we've got over 100. If we can do another 100, I might take a night off. I won't take a night off. I'm going to be prepping the venue for Friday. Stocking any brushes? You've got loads of Games Workshop ones. My family and I will be in France, Belgium this summer. I may find a day to come and visit Hobby House. You'd be more than welcome.
No, Gareth. I'm afraid I haven't made any Hobby House jumpers to sell.
No, there's so many things I haven't done yet. At the moment, we're going to have shelves full of Games Workshop products and no prices on them, which is a concern. So I might have to last minute buy a pricing gun and then price up 3,500 products.
Well, I can help you with that. Be fine.
Buy something for Mrs. Cooney's 50th or 20 memberships. Easy decision. The right choice. Listen to this man, chat. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. You're a legend. AK Interactive. AK we will have eventually. We will have them eventually. So we will get their phone line. What is this, 1997? Well, that's what I said. And I keep saying to him, I don't want a phone line. And Toby keeps saying to me, don't worry, you're not going to have to answer it. Because he's like, you don't answer your own phone, so I don't expect you to answer the business phone. Will there be Great Hall merch? No. 2 separate businesses. We will be working on Hobby House merchandise lines, mugs, etc. May I book one of the Jill tables for the kids on Saturday morning? Yeah. DM me tomorrow, Carl, when I'm in work, and I will get what time. Tell me what time you're turning up, and I'll get us to book out a table on the hobby bar, because we're going to set the hobby bar up for hobby all weekend. If your kids are coming, they want to play. That's the whole reason we made accessible tables, right? So let me know when you're turning up and how long you want it for, and I'll book it out for you. All right. Have you seen the map of the Imperium knitted blanket up for pre-order this weekend? I think we'll need your assessment.
I think you think I have skills above where I actually have skills.
Make up your own price Fridays? Absolutely not. You need to play Game Shop Simulator this week to learn how to run a successful shop. Thanks, PJ. Are you catering to the old folks? Well, so I don't think we need a phone line.
What's the phone line for?
Toby wants us to have a phone line so people can phone up and say, have you got such and such on the shelf? And you can go, yes, we have, we've got one. And then they go, I'm coming in to get it now.
Okay. No, I see that. But then I'm crazy nostalgic for phones and how the kitchen phone had a cord so long you could go into the garden with it. But it'd probably be a cordless phone.
I don't think we need... I don't know. It's me. I don't think we need a phone line. So, hey.
We could teach the children of yesteryear if we have a phone on the wall.
I don't need a
like
phone.
Everyone did in the 90s. Gather round, children. Look at the phone that just hangs on the wall.
Do you have Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley? What about, High Lord? Just have WhatsApp. Yeah, business WhatsApp is where I'd probably go. Surely if you had someone to keep track of the stock and what is shown on the website, you wouldn't need a phone. Well, I mean, you don't have someone do that. You have software do that. And our software absolutely shows you what's in stock online. What our software won't show you is what's in stock in the store. Give out Toby's number. Yeah, we could just do that. Liam saying he's also needs fax machines. God, no. Old advert for Yellow Pages. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Red phone like Batman.
It could be red.
It would be on brand.
It would be.
It would be on brand. No. My local gaming store gets called for that reason all the time. Look, in seriousness, his reasons for it make sense. They do. But I don't like phones. I'll be contacting you exclusively through carrier pigeons.
All inquiries must take place using super chats.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
That's the way we should do it. Absolutely. What we will do is we will run a 24/7 stream of Hobby House's CCTV cameras, right?
Oh no.
And then if you want to make a request, just super chat it.
For something to show up on the CCTV?
No, just be like, have you got one of these in stock? Because the stream will be live, so you'll be able to super chat.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. And then if you super chat like $10, have you got a Silent King? We can go and look and we can reply to your comment and go, yeah, we got one. And then we'll say you can have it for 100 members. That'd be amazing. I'm into that. Let's do that. Actually, it wouldn't be amazing. We have to realise that people still struggle with this, right? The two businesses are very different businesses, and then they're linked, but they're not linked. They're linked because I own both of them, and they're linked because they both are Warhammer based, or tabletop gaming based, I should say more specifically, because Hobby House aims to be much more than just a Warhammer shop. So you know, they are linked in that regards, but they are not the same business. The money is not going into the same bank account. This is what, like, there's a lot of people that, and I love this, by the way. This isn't a complaint. I don't want you to think this is a complaint. There's a lot of people that have said, "Oh, I'm not gifting memberships because I'm waiting to spend my money on Hobby House," which is amazing. I love you for it. but it also makes me shit myself because there's two bank accounts. There's a hobby house bank account and there's a media group bank account. And so, for example, Joe gets paid out of this one and Toby gets paid out of this one, and I can't send money between the two to balance the books. That's not how it works. So I'm like, I love that you're spending money in hobby house. Please still give. Please still give. That'd be great if you can still keep giving. You know. Shop needs a soundtrack. You can sing it yourself, barbershop style. Well, we got speakers. We were playing music.
See, now I think Toby could pull a karaoke shift out of his arse because he can do it.
What was the general consensus of the stubble waddle Defiler? The general consensus on the Defiler-esque is that it's fucking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Hello Hobby House, we've been trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty, and while we have you, your Google listing is in need of updating.
I mean, I did build the business on Google today, but it takes a while for Google to authorize and approve it. But thank you, Tony, anyway. Yes, and thank you for the one gifted. Is your Element Games affiliate link and code staying? Yes, for now. I am obviously going to also be affiliated with Hobby House. Of course. At the moment, it makes no sense for me to not have the Element Games affiliate link, because there'll be people out there that have got it bookmarked and they'll just keep using it. And so by me getting rid of it, I simply just lose out on potential money. So I will be keeping it. I would obviously prefer that you went to Hobby House. All right. Thank you so much, Yeston, for that one gifted, by the way. You're a hero. We're on 103. Oh, did I miss one? Did I miss one? Cooney gifted 20. No, a random member has become a member whilst we're live, and they haven't, I don't know. Weird. Okay. 103 then. Fine. I believe in you, YouTube. 7 away from 110. How can the Google auto read fuck up reading the word Google? AI. Not that clever. Will there be a Hobby House Link loyalty program? Yeah. There's going to be a reward scheme. What we're looking to do is, I don't know if you guys are, I mean, I'm assuming if you're asking, you're UK based. What we're looking to do is like a club card scheme, right? So when you spend money, you earn points, essentially. And then those points can be converted into things. And so if you have X number of points, you can either take some money off your order, which will be reasonable, but it won't be as good as, well, you can actually exchange it for a table booking. You'll get better value out of that table booking, right? Or you can exchange it for a free coffee. You'll get better value out of that coffee. And there'll be other things you can do with it as well. So there will absolutely be a loyalty program. That's what we're looking to do. We're just trying to find the right software at the moment to plug in to use. So thank you so much, Evan, for the one gifted membership. What a hero.
Sitting here converting inner Crickle companions with 2 swords instead of 1 big one. Super chat to see what the rest of you are doing.
I love that.
Beard.
Oh, when chat starts super chatting to encourage other people to super chat, the point at which on my stream I can go, that's success. That's YouTube success. That. Thank you, Deeks, for the one gifted. Will you be doing YouTube? Will you be doing meal deals? No. Yes, not yet. Thank you, Callum, for the one gifted membership. Come on, people, go for it. So we've got some very basic offerings. We've got chocolate bars and crisps on offer to start with, right? Because I don't want to run before we can walk. Toby has already waved under my nose a £7,000 fucking panini toasty fucking making thing. Like, we need to start making some fucking money first, mate. Look at this pizza oven. No, Toby, fuck off, right? So he does, in fact, want to offer more in the way of food. At which point we might do bundles of some sort or meal deals of some sort. So we'll get there. We will be doing it eventually, and we will be offering. Eventually, we'll be offering more than crisps and chocolate. What I would like to do, I'm a person who would like to have an offering of a bowl of fruit. I know it sounds, I mean, you're like, but we all could do with eating more fruit. I'd like to offer those sorts of things, but we have to be. I can't do that until I know how many people are coming through the door and how many people are using it, because wastage. I don't want high wastage.
Fresh produce.
Just fucking up my termagant.
Thank you, PJ. You're a hero. What a legend. With your cameras, etc., if you host tournaments, would you live stream them? No. What's the link for the Hobby House mailing list? !! Hobby House. Will you be stocking seal costumes? No, we won't. No.
Stood listening while at Eldest's Academy football.
Thanks, Deeks. You're a legend.
Aw.
£7,000 panini sounds like too much food. It is quite a lot, yeah.
Hi, the Panini Press is the new employee.
Well, I mean, it's like it's a proper one. It's the sort of cooking thing that you see in like a Starbucks, where you give them a panini and they stick it in there and then they bring it out a couple of minutes later and it's hot. So it's worth having, and it's like you can get frozen paninis and stuff, and you can bang it in there and away you go, which reduces the potential risk of wastage. So there's definitely things that we're looking to do to increase our offering. Because what we want to do, if I'm honest, what we want to do is we want to get you into the venue, and we want to get you to never want to leave. And so if I can give you a decent lunch and drinks and hot drinks and etc., and then you can play your games and it's air conditioned and the music's nice and it's relaxing and there's, you know, why leave?
Never leave.
Don't leave. I might as well stay and have another coffee.
Would you like a chocolate bar with your coffee?
Would you like a chocolate bar? Would you like a panini? Starbucks has way more panini traffic. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I can't justify it. I need to wait and see, right? So current, like if you're down this weekend, if you're coming to hang out for this weekend and you want to spend 6-7 hours in there on a Saturday that gets to lunchtime and you're hungry and you're looking at what we've got, crisps and chocolate, and you're like, that's not enough. If you want to walk down to the shop and get some more food, you're welcome to. If you want to phone up, if you want to, go on Just Eat or whatever and order something in, like a KFC, you can. You can. It's allowed. Right? Because I can't say, you can't eat! I'm not providing you any food, but you can't eat. Right? I'm not doing that. I would be eternally grateful if you ordered your KFC and still get your soft drinks from us. That'd be great. I'd love that. But I can't tell you not to bring food in. So, well, I can tell you not to bring food in, but I think that's stupid, because then what we do is we encourage you to leave the premises, and you know, that's a dumb idea.
I think we've cracked it, though, because they can't just leave through the front door right now, because that's locked, and the back car park is gated, so they can't actually leave anyway. So it's fine.
Hey Liam. Not making any promises, but this summer we'll be in France and Belgium. I may find a day to come visit Hobby House. Crossed fingers emoji.
Bless you. You said that earlier, Peter Turbo, and I read it out as well. But thank you so much for Super Chat. You're a hero. You'd be more than welcome. If you are a person in the future, if you're a person at some point this year who's a channel watcher, and you're going to come from a very long way away to come and visit Hobby House, please let me know in advance so I can make sure I'm there when you turn up. Genuinely, Deeks, you can fuck off. You're further south than I am. Can't wait for the hog roast in the car park. There is a place where we could put a burger van, but we would eat 3 car parking spaces, and car parking spaces, we don't have loads of them.
There's nowhere else it can go, is there?
It would go there really nicely.
Yeah.
And it would be.
It's the
perfect.
the logical place.
Yeah, but yeah. Can the coffee art be Sad Joe meme? If they could make that coffee art, Garcia, I'd make it every time. Hobby House is an unofficial inadvertent escape room. Yes. You can't leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy an air fryer. No.
And if you figure out how to leave, then congratulations, you win the panini.
If I'm gonna do food like frozen paninis and toasties and stuff like that, I'm gonna do it properly. I'm not using a fucking air fryer. My goal is to make it over there sometime this year. Just let me know, honestly. Just let me know.
Are air fryers designed to be used that frequently?
Air fryers are not commercial business.
No.
And what I'm learning is commercial units cost more. And they cost more for a reason.
Yeah. Because
they're designed for commercial levels of use.
Yeah.
I didn't know until today that we have to have a PSSR certificate for our coffee machine.
What's a PSSR?
That's a very good question. Okay. It's an engineer.
Tip off some local food trucks that Terry's gonna be a lot of folks about, perhaps.
There's thank you so much, actually, Magnus, for the 50 Swedish krona. There's people we can definitely talk to. But yeah, you have to have the certificate so that an engineer has installed and inspected it, so that if it fucking blows up because it's pressurized, then your insurance is still fine. Because if it's not, if it blows up and you haven't got a PSSR certificate, then your insurance is void. Like, coffee machines blow up.
Do they?
So glad I'm finding that out now. Oh, I don't think it's a fucking common problem, but still. There's been another member. There has been another member. Kent Play, thank you for becoming a member. You're a legend. Up to 107, chat. We're 3 away from 110. Can 3 people throw a member at me? Wave your member in my face. My main takeaway offer the option for your food to be air fried at £2 an item.
Oh.
Pressure system safety regulations. There you go. PSSR.
Ah, okay.
Pressurized steam in it. Yeah, there you go. High pressure water, yeah, can cause some fun, but rare. Yeah. So, we have to have it. I think we've got one, but because we had it fitted by an engineer from the company that we bought it from, and they're the ones that's like, you need a certificate. I'm like, well, then you should have given it to us, right? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let's make sure we've got that before we open, right?
I didn't know coffee machines can blow up.
I mean, it's pressurized. Any pressurized system can blow up.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Yeston. Thank you, Garsty. One more, chat. Thank you, Deathless Knight. Look at that. On to that nice round 110. You wonderful humans. Thank you so much. It's that common insurance don't want to pay out. Yeah. We'll be visiting the UK in March to see Warhammer World and Clarkson's Pub. So I wonder if I can make some time for a trip down south. You'd be more than welcome.
Oh, Clarkson's Pub. I think there's a waiting list on that, so you might have to, unless you're already on it.
I check you've got that. We'll have it. It's been installed properly. We'll have a certificate. Any good burrito places in Southampton near Hobby House? Near-ish. Mexico. Want to go Mexico? Order Mexico delivered to the venue. Clarkson's Pub's only 2 hours from Hobby House, yeah. My hot water cylinders are serviced annually, don't you worry. Mexico is fucking incredible, chat. If you're at the venue and you order Mexico, I can't be mad at you. Because it's so good. I've only had it like twice in my life. Fucking incredible. Every time Adam comes, him and Joe have it. Oh. Nozzle can give you a nasty burn. Yeah, the steam nozzle can give you a nasty burn. I was told today that you can't be classified as a proper barista unless you've burnt yourself. So, currently I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you burnt yourself before? Acosta?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Stressful making coffee properly.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps to it.
Yeah.
Poor Dan, he must have showed me 1,000 times about the milk.
He's very passionate about coffee.
And we ended up going, right, let's test it with some water and hand soap so you can get the froth. Okay.
Yeah. Why don't I keep wasting milk?
I know.
Because if you keep reheating the milk, it fucking turns it funny.
Yeah.
So. Hey, I'm excited. I'm almost excited for Hobby House as I am to get my hands on that fucking Defiler. What there also was, though, chat, there was some other news we haven't talked about just yet, which is in the title of the stream. I don't know if you guys have seen it. But this is quite a cool thing as well that Games Workshop have done, which is all part of this new narrative campaign thing that they're doing, which is quite common at the end of an edition, right? But bring your own warlords to life with custom character rules in the Maelstrom Crucible of Champions. While we really want to treat luminary characters like Magnus Calgar and Eldred Altham for help, they're all terribly busy right now. We need new talent, so why not just make it ourselves? And they've got a bunch of rules, okay? The new book is all about crafting your own legendary champions to fight alongside or even lead your 40,000 factions. Each faction has a spread of easy-to-use rules that makes it simple to whip up characterful heroes with a range of weapons and abilities, perfect for piratical raid and ruin campaigns, I should say, or narrative crusades that can develop their legend further. It all starts with an archetype, which gives our Paragon their basic characteristics, keywords, abilities, and points values. It might set them up as a Space Marine officer leading a unit with Tacticus keyword or an Warp Head able to equip psychic weapons, blah, blah, blah. Right? You can then pick a specialism, which typically modifies the champion's core characteristics and keywords, and may change what units it can join. A craft for a war leader may throw on a chameleon cloak, for example, gaining stealth and infiltrator rules and let them join ranger units. You don't always have a valid specialism to choose, but you don't always need one either. Call it a side grade. After that, it are abilities, and you need to pick one of those. Not that you wouldn't want to. These cover an enormous variety of extra skills, so you get to pick an ability. Cunning Ambush, for example. You can move shit after you've deployed. Finally, you'll need to select a few weapons to carry into battle with certain archetypes and specialisms expanding or restricting your options, tons to pick from. So you pick a core thing, right? You pick a specialism so you can choose who you lead. You then pick an ability, and then you pick your weapons, and you get to build stuff. You get to build a character, okay? Which is, I think, fucking cool. And they've got some examples of what people have built here and what they can join and what they can lead and stuff like that, right? I'd love to know what you guys think about this one, right? I really do. So again, I haven't read the whole article because people get bored. They might have read it themselves. But honestly, I think this is really cool shit. And I wish we'd have had this for the whole of the edition. My biggest frustration... Now, fingers crossed this doesn't go away when 11th edition launches and you can still use it. My biggest frustration, however, is that we haven't had this all edition. That would have made some great stream content. Some fucking incredible stream content. So... Oh, the Bruni, thank you for the one gifted, by the way. I love you for the one gifted, but it also puts me on an uneven number again. Did I read it wrong? Does it say bottom Chaos can't do it? Except Imperial Chaos Knights, whose big guys are already characters in their own right. Knights, specifically. Knights can't do it. Year of Chaos. Should we start that story again? In the article, it mentions using them in normal play. Does it? Interesting. They spent all of 10th ed writing 10th ed. Well, yeah. Can't be worse, right? The game's in a good place right now, and 220 players at Beachhead would show you that, you know, there's still plenty of people looking to play the game and enjoying the game. Plenty of people. So, 111 Bilbo's number. It is, isn't it?
Is it a loud room at Beachhead?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... Mm-hmm. And most people come away from the event after 6 games with barely any voice left.
Oh, wow.
Because despite the fact you're stood opposite a 4-foot table to someone else, you have to raise your voice to be heard.
Yeah.
And then what happens is everyone raises their voice to be heard. So guess what? It gets louder. So you have to raise your voice a bit more to be heard.
Yeah.
And it just escalates.
And it mostly attracts men, so that's already
It
loud.
is just fucking loud, yeah.
Yeah.
And I do... Like, it's great seeing people and it's great chatting to people. I did have to step away a couple of times because your cup just fills.
Yeah.
You know, and you need a little break. Very loud. It was very loud, Kev, wasn't it? I actually prefer Gravis Calgar over Terminator. Terminator version looks like an old man shouting at kids. No, Mikey, no. Terminator Calgar is best Calgar. Let me make a character that can toe-to-toe a Catan. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I have discovered the worst thing to having a trade contract.
Is it the weekly phone call?
It's the fact that I want to buy everything we buy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I could buy that one. Oh, I could buy that box. And then when we get the phone call, when we get the weekly phone call, which is fucking archaic, what do you want for the pre-orders? Can I have 5 of that and 3 of that and 4 of that? Yeah, all right. Oh, it's a fucking email. But so when he's like, you can have this thing now. I'm like, oh, can I? Yeah. How many do you want? And I'm like, how many do I think we can sell? Is the real question.
Yeah.
Right. That's the real business person question to think. And there's been a couple of occasions where I'm like, how many do I actually want? 1. How many do you want then? 2. And Toby's like, I thought you wanted 1. Yeah, but I want 1 for myself as well. So then I have to buy it off the business with my other business. So, you know. Beachhead was fun, but the noise was overwhelming after a couple of games. Yeah, I bet. But what I love about Beachhead, Rob, is you can drop out and take a step away.
Does anyone wear those loop ear things when you do stuff like
I
Beachhead?
don't know. I'm not sure. So it's 4K of stock and 60K for you and Joe. Exactly that, yeah. Yeah. I did tap 10th for about 4 months into it. I'll take a look at 11th, but I have no real optimism that they'll basically undo everything they've done since late 9th edition. I'm quite optimistic, if I'm honest with you, Darker. I'm trying not to be outwardly optimistic for fear of looking like a fucking knob. But I'm quite optimistic for 11th edition because I think the team that they've put in place during 10th to fix its shit show has done a pretty good job. can't place GW orders online. How backwards are they? Yeston, you've got no. I haven't got the time to tell you how backwards they are. I haven't got the time to tell you how fucking frustrating it is, the systems, and how many different versions there are, and how you order that thing versus how you order that thing. Honestly. Dropping out round 5 was fantastic. Meant I could just enjoy the final day rather than being swamped. Yeah, exactly. I do, and Adam encourages it as well. There was a guy who I spoke to actually at the event. I can't remember his name. Lovely fucking chap. And he came up to speak to me on the no, he was playing Kev, I think, on the Sunday, and I came up and chatted to him. And he turned up to I think it was after or 2/3 of the way through game 1 on Sunday. And he came up to Adam and was like, I'm ever so sorry I didn't make the game. And I was like, why? He'd been out on a bender till 4:30 in the morning in Bournemouth, right? God. Legend. Honestly, legend. And he was like, I just didn't get back to my hotel till like gone 5 o'clock. And Adam's like, it's fine, we encourage it. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. And the whole point is you get to just go and enjoy your weekend and have fun.
Yeah.
And then and although you've missed a game, doesn't matter. You can just get put back in and carry on playing if you want to. Which is fucking incredible.
Are more and more tournament organisers adopting Adam's sort of...
No.
Really?
Interestingly not.
Why?
But I was thinking about Hobby House, right? So I've always said that I want to run an event and experience rather than a tournament. So I'm looking at it going, well, actually, we're better off doing 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. Because we don't need 5 games if we're not determining an overall winner.
Okay.
We're selling an experience. We're selling a cool narrative, like gaming weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
So actually, would people prefer to only have 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday? So it's much more relaxed. So you turn up on say the Saturday at 9:30. We kick you off at 10 o'clock. You get to play till 1:30. We can stop till 3 for dinner. You can kick off again at 3. You get to play till 6:30, 7. Just that's it. That's your day. Nice and chilled.
Yeah.
I feel like for most people that aren't interested in like GTs or tournament points, that's probably a better option actually.
Yeah.
Probably a much more enjoyable experience. But that's things that I'll be asking you guys about. I'm going to be testing and adjusting events for a long time. Like I know certain things work. I know boot camps work. We've done it. We did it with the Thanes. We've done it twice with the Thanes. They work. They're good. So yeah. Andy Rutter was the chap. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Kev, for finding that out. So me, Jill, and Chris said this at Beach. What, 2 and 2, Rob? 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday. No, not if we're selling an experience. In the USA, it's not about the experience. It's about win, win, win. Why aren't you winning? I mean, to be fair, Darker, that's where it is for most places. I'm trying to come in and do something different. I'm trying to come in and... What's the word they use in business? Be a disruptor. That's what I want. Do we think 10th edition codexes will continue to work in 11th? Yeah, I think it will. Yeah. Yeah, so honestly, I think I want to come in and I want people to come in to play an event for the weekend, not a tournament. So what I mean by that is you're coming to have fun, meet people, play games, enjoy yourself. Maybe there's a narrative arc to it. Maybe there's a story to tell. But you've just come to have a nice experience and play some games. Maybe there's a winner. Who knows? But it's not like cram as much fucking Warhammer in and get to the... Because the amount of people that you see on the end of day 1 on a free game Saturday who were utterly fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like... And speaking to even the team today, right? They both, I think it was both Tom and Paddy said that they were utterly battle shocked this morning. And it's because they played... all fucking weekend. Like, at what point? And maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm trying to build this business to kind of prove my point that I think I'm right. But maybe it's just me. But I'm like, at the point in which you're that fucked, do you not sap some of the fun out of it?
Yeah, it feels like a chore.
Because whenever I've played GTs, game 1 on a Saturday, keen.
Yeah.
Lunch, cool. Game 2, yeah, I enjoy it. Game 3, can't be fucking arsed. Can't be arsed.
Just landed in Bucharest. 1 more hour and I'm home putting my feet up. Thanks all for a good weekend.
Thank you for coming and seeing me today, Adrian, as well. I love you. So, you know, I get to game 3. The amount of times, and I'll hold my hands up here. The amount of times I went to a GT, I played the Saturday, I played 3 games, and I dropped the Sunday because I couldn't be bothered. I was like, I don't want to play anymore because I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy myself. I'm not interested.
Do you drop the Sunday often?
Yeah, I've almost always dropped it. Almost always. When I did Beachhead last year and played, I played on the Friday evening, which meant I didn't have to play on the Saturday morning. That's good. Well done, Adam. I then played after lunch, second game. I then played the third game, which was my second of the day, so it's not too bad, but we're still like pretty tired. Dropped Sunday morning because I don't want to get out of bed because fuck that. And then came back in, played a fourth game, and then dropped for the last game because I didn't want to hang around because I had to get back to do the football show.
Yeah.
And I was like, the ability, like I said to you guys before, right? The best thing about Beachhead, the ability to come in and out whenever you want, is fucking peak as far as I'm concerned.
That's why I'm shocked that not more people aren't adopting that as a blueprint.
It would be nice learning to play from you, considering I've not played since 2nd edition. I could start up the Hobby House Academy.
Oh, God.
The memes write themselves. James, I absolutely, genuinely believe I can probably teach anyone Warhammer. Most people don't actually enjoy 3 games a day. I don't think it's too much. It is too much.
Yeah, I wonder how many people have an appetite for it.
It is too much, 100%. I agree.
I think people want to have the appetite, and then as soon as they're halfway through game 2...
Gareth says, if someone like me wanted to come down for a day but have no friends to bring to play, will there be a random opponent system that's doable? I don't know, but I'd like to say yes. What we'll do, without doubt, is we will have a community Facebook page for Hobby House where hopefully someone can say, like yourself perhaps, I want to come down on Saturday the 14th. Does anyone want a game? And someone hopefully will come and be like, I'd love to. What do you want to play? That'd be ideal. Us organising it for you is probably not going to happen, to be honest with you, because there's just too many moving parts at that point. It becomes a job in itself almost. But yeah, didn't you give up teaching Luce? No, Luce gave up learning. It's different, Yeston.
I can only assume I was having a mild stroke, so for the sake of my health.
Yeah.
Although you never know. Maybe I'll get smarter in my years. And
I feel, Luce, a lot of organisers can't wrap their heads around the amount of flexibility it allows and need everything strictly in order. The other thing is, what I will say, right, for Adam in general, was that letting people drop in and out is a fucking shit ton of work for him, and it's a massive headache all the time. I know this because I literally spoke to him about it this weekend. So game 1, you do registration, you find out how many people have turned up because you allow some people to play game 1 on the Saturday. You've then got to work that out to make sure the pairings reflect that you don't want to pair that. It's a fucking absolute mess. It's an absolute mess. How he does it, I don't know. But it's fucking hard work, but he does it, So, in that regard, I think it's brilliant, but it is a lot of effort and a lot of work on his part. So, I take my hat off to him for doing it, but I can understand why other organisers don't do it, despite the fact that it's one of the reasons why I think it's my favourite super major. Do you have a Hobby House army so you can teach people if they come into the store like kids and parents? We don't. What we will have eventually is we'll have the starter sets built, painted and ready to go. But you also have to remember that on the top floor of the studio, or the top floor of the building is a studio, it's fucking full of armies. So we will have access to things so we can teach people. And in the short term, whilst we're still getting stuff ready, the studio, when you come down this weekend, right, quick little chat because I'm about to go because I need to get ready for the gym, right? When you come down this weekend, the tables will have terrain ready to go. You'll be able to play if you want to. Okay, some people have asked, well, can we play this weekend? Yeah, I want you to come and use the space properly. So absolutely you can play. Some of what's going to be on the tabletop is Hobby House terrain. Some of what's going to be on the tabletop is mine. So please fucking look after it.
Great meeting you this weekend. Also, I will take 3 of those new Defilers because sweet mercy, they are beautiful.
They are beautiful.
Would have loved to come over to HH this weekend. Work hasn't approved annual leave. Was super hyped at bringing BB to play random people.
Escapade,
much love.
It won't be long, mate, till we're open full time. So, please don't panic. Work's work, pays your bills. But we will absolutely be open soon, full time, and you can come down and we can play Blood Bowl. All right, don't you worry. So yeah, some of what's going to be on the table this weekend is going to be my terrain. And so, you know, I can't stress this enough, but if it's all if it all gets fucked, that impacts the channel. So please look after it. And of the hobby house terrain, also look after that, because Toby has worked his fucking bollocks off over the last few months to get six odd tables of hobby house terrain ready to go, and he's still working his bollocks off to get even more terrain painted, because he wants to get to a point where the whole of hobby house is supplied by hobby house terrain, not by YouTube channel terrain. All right. Will you have a store window of armies on rotation provided by hobby house regulars? No. Only break the hobby house terrain. No. Thank you, Roland Bain, for 10 gifted memberships. What a legend. What a hero. What a man. What a guy. Right. I do, however, have to go. It's been a great stream, actually. We've held 200 people on a Monday night, which is amazing. New Defiler, beautiful. New character rules have me excited. Right? Are we open from the weekend, or is it soft? It's soft. So we open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Close doors. Check where we're at. Make sure everyone's okay. We've all survived. Figure out if we had any problems, any issues. How do we solve those problems for next time and get ready for the grand opening? Well, not grand opening, but the like full opening. Once we've then fully opened, 2 to 3 weeks after that, I expect to do a grand opening. That grand opening, we'll like to invite some like other fucking influencer people down, all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you posted. It's just like there's a world where nothing really goes that wrong this weekend, and
I swear the terrain looks starstruck emoji.
Thank you, Adrian. It does look good. There's a world where nothing goes wrong this weekend, and we go, well, we can just open and we'll be good to go. We'll probably give it a week, though. There's a world where we have a massive issue where we go, this thing didn't make any sense, it didn't work properly, whatever, and then we might have to wait the extra week, you know. But I've given ourselves a 2-week leeway just in case, but we'll see. Anyway, you people have been amazing. It is, however, a Monday evening, and that means I do have to be at the Gime in an hour and a half, an hour's time to meet Mr. the Toby. And if I'm late, he'll get upset because he's also quite tired from working today, having been in the ceiling for half of it. So I'm going to disappear and say thank you so much for hanging out with us. We have got the Liam and Joe show tomorrow at 13:30. There is a live game of Warhammer 40k in the evening at 7:30, so you can look forward to that tomorrow. Wednesday there is the Warhammer show, obviously at 7:30 in the evening, and then on Thursday another Liam and Joe show and another live game in the evening before we have Hobby House opening on Friday. I cannot wait. I'm also shitting myself, but it's coming. It's coming, chat. So expect me to really bore you this week talking about that and being excited. But thank you so much for getting involved. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Smash the super chat target tonight. You're amazing. Thank you for all the likes. Smash the like target tonight. You're all amazing. And thank you for all the members. We obviously beat the members target as well. You are, in fact, amazing. Big shout out to those 3 people that gifted 20. You're insane. So's Roland for the 10. So's everyone who gifted any memberships, whether it's 1, 5, 10, 20, 50. You're all insane people. We love you all. In fact, Luce would call you
Best chat.
There you go. You wait for it, don't you?
I do.
I see you waiting there for it. So you're insane. I love you. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the Liam and Joe show. Defiler's good. Character rules good. Hobby House good. Preview access boo. But you know. Oh, Beachhead good. I'm now radio famous. Brilliant. Thank you so much for watching, you wonderful human beings. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you in the next one.